it does certain things really well, and it really depends on what the brand's objectives are. If their objective and they want me to come in and build a field marketing team to drive top line brand awareness, wrong tactic. Like, we are not going to do a great job at that. Maybe in a very condensed, tightly knit market, yes, but we really have to do other things. There's other ways that you can do that, whether it's through traditional advertising, through digital, through social. There's other ways to drive awareness. What field marketing is really good at is driving trial and brand affinity. And it's through those one-to-one consumer experiences that you can get product in people's hands, explain it to them, have a conversation with them, and then build brand love on top of that. The biggest benefit I see with field marketing is being able to localize a brand, and especially a national brand, and really creating local connections to a consumer in a given market where we work and play and live already. You know, a lot of brands do a great job from a national perspective, but with field marketing, you're able to really localize that message and talk to a consumer in a way that is relevant to them. You can take a national marketing message and really craft it to be relevant to that consumer in that market and have that come off really genuine, really authentic. The landscape of craft brewing and the brewing industry in general has really shifted and changed in the last 3 to 5, 7 years. There's been this proliferation of the hyper local breweries, and everyone wants to drink something that's 5 blocks away from them, and it's a challenge. We are like the craft brewers' go-to beer, and we're still independent. We're one of the few large craft brewers that are not partially owned or owned by someone else. And what we've really been trying to do is be super innovative as well and show that, these local breweries that are pumping out, 3 or 4 different styles every couple of weeks, we can do the same thing. So we're starting to do more direct to consumer things just in California that highlight some of our innovation products and some of our specialty brewing capabilities. We've been doing a little bit more collabs and partnerships with smaller breweries. Again, really just trying to emphasize that we not only do we make pale ale and hazy, they sell a ton of beer, but we also can be hyper creative as well and innovative. On the beer side of things, we really have to rely on the expertise of our local sales team, our local distributors, to really know and understand what the legalities are and kind of guide us in how we can accomplish our goals, but do it in a very compliant way. And we at Sierra Nevada are really, really compliant. There is no gray area. There is either the bright line of compliance, and we are like 10 yards, we're on the 10-yard line. We're not even anywhere close to it. At the end of the day, we're all trying to achieve the same goal, which is to drive trial, right? And build affinity. And that's really the best part about field marketing, is getting product in people's hands, having them experience it, and having them experience you in whatever given situation you're in. One of the ways we try and stand out is we really look at what's the need state of the consumer. Where are we? What can we do to add value to them? What can we do to add value to the event, activation, whatever it might be? I think if you start from there, then I think it becomes fairly easy. Like, how you're going to talk to someone at a music festival and engage with them at a music festival is going to be way different than how you might talk to them at a mountain bike event. If we're at a beer festival, that's a spot to be highly educational. And hey, this is the type of barley we use in this beer. This is the type of hops we're using. No one wants to hear that at a music festival, right? They want to just have a lounge area to come in and charge their phone, get out of the sun, have a cold beer. We design it around those things that we know that the consumer is going to be looking for in that situation. The flip side of it is then we also put on some of our own events, Oktoberfest and Beer Camp, where we really can control the experience from the time someone sets foot on our property to the time they leave. And that we can be much more curated about, because we own the experience from soup to nuts. We have different goals for each of those. Most of it is about having fun and playing up the joyful and fun nature of craft beer and not taking ourselves too seriously. Personally, I just love to cycle. Anything with 2 wheels. mountain bike, cyclocross, gravel, road, not so much Peloton. It only has one wheel, trainer, spin class. I really just enjoy getting out and getting on the road, getting out in nature, and you can just experience so much. And you really have to just stop and smell the roses, literally stop and smell the roses sometimes, because you just passes you by. So that's really my vice outside, is just being outside, being active, being in nature, on two wheels of any sort.